Thomas Calloway Lea Jr. Thomas Calloway Lea Jr., October 29, 1877, August 2, 1945, was a prominent American attorney from El Paso, Texas, and mayor of that city from 1915 to 1917. Biography. Lee was born in Independence, Missouri, to Thomas Calloway and Amanda Rosalie. His father, Thomas Calloway, Sr., was county surveyor commissioner for Jackson County from 1870 to 1880, a position that Harry S. Truman would have from 1925 to 1933, then was deputy surveyor until his death on April 20, 1910. His grandfather, Dr. Pleasant John Graves Lee, also grandfather of Homer Lee, author of The Vermilion Pencil, A Romance of China, is the namesake for Lee's Summit, Missouri, although the name became spelled with an E instead of a because a stone culvert next to the Missouri Pacific Railroad station was set this way. Homer Lee would be appointed military advisory to Sun Yat-sen, the leader of the Chinese Republic. Lee received an LL.B. degree in 1898 from Kansas City Law School. Lee began his law practice in 1904 and was soon appointed police court judge. On June 29, 1906, he married Zola Mayotte, and the couple would have 3 sons, including the noted artist and writer Tom Lee Roman III. Thomas Jr. volunteered for both the Spanish-American War and World War I. Homer Lee also wanted to join the army with Thomas, but because of his medical condition was not accepted, and during the former he went to Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio, Texas, for officers' training school. After the end of his service in the Spanish-American War, he decided to stay in Texas, moving to El Paso. Lee became a renowned criminal lawyer in the city, and with his partner, R. Ewing Thomason, developed a claim for their use of dramatic emotionalism in the courtroom. In April 1911, he presided over the hearing of community activist Lázaro Gutiérrez de Lara. For some time, Lee served as the official attorney for former Mexican President Victoriano Huerta. Lee's administration passed the first U.S. law banning Mexican hemp because of its association with Mexican revolutionaries. Lee and Thomason decided to enter politics and took on 2 more partners, J.G. McGrady and Eugene T. Edwards. Lee was elected mayor, defeating incumbent Charles E. Henry Kelly, and Thomason was elected to the Texas House of Representatives in 1916. Harry S. Truman would later appoint Thomason as a federal district judge. As mayor, Lee made a public declaration after Pancho Villa raided Columbus, New Mexico, on March 9, 1916, that he would arrest Villa if he dared enter El Paso. Villa then responded by offering 1,000 pesos worth of gold bounty on Lee. The Lee children had to have a police escort to and from school. In 1936, Zola May died of cancer, and Lee remarried on May 20, 1939, to Mexican-born Rosario Partida Archer ni Partida. Thomas Calloway Lee Jr. died in El Paso at Southwestern General Hospital of a heart attack on August 2, 1945. Lee was a 40-year member of the State Bar of Texas and a Mason. Recognition. Thomas C. Lee Park in El Paso. References and notes.